Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Fallout 1 blind. I'm still in Junktown and I'm about to explore this pub called the Scumpit. So let's go in. Door to the Scumpit is locked. Okay, I guess I'm not exploring that. At least not yet. Let's instead go into the casino. This is a gambling table. Roulette table. Can I play? Place your bets. You currently have 2,800 caps. How many would you like to bet? I guess let's bet 50 and see what happens. Winner. Do you want to play again? Sure. Well, to be honest, this doesn't seem... With the maximum bet of 50, it seems like a very tedious way of making money, even with my rather high luck. Because I have 8 luck, so I presume this has a major effect on gambling, right? It certainly did in New Vegas. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. What about slots? Slot machine. Oh, that's even less. That's 5 caps. Okay, I don't care about that, to be honest. Give me something to drink, will you? Well, I don't think I will. Place your bets. No thanks. I'm making the big bucks now. Well, not sure about that. What is it? Hey, can I ask you a few questions? I'm on duty, make it quick. What can you tell me about your boss? GIzmo's a fair man. Pay is good, work is easy. Don't make trouble and everyone will be happy. Okay, do you have anything to sell? Not really. Okay, what about you? What? Can I ask you a few questions? I'm on duty. What can you tell me about your boss? The exact same thing as the other guy. Okay, this is still about bets, which I don't particularly care about. Give me something to drink. Also don't care about that. What I do care about is talking to GIzmo. So let's run the recorder. Oh, this does nothing. Interesting. So I guess it will activate automatically during the conversation. You see GIzmo, the casino owner.
I'm a busy man.
To be honest, I feel like both of those things are stupid. Like, if I accuse him outright, it seems obvious to me that he will just deny it. I should frame it. I was hoping for like an option where I can sort of try to wiggle my way into framing it as me being interested in killing Killian myself, and then he would offer help or something. But it doesn't look like there's such an option. How about tell me about Killian?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Or is it Killian with 2 L's?
Killian's the mayor of this town. Thinks he knows everything. Well, we'll just see how much he knows, won't we?
How about skulls?
You don't need to concern yourself with that. You don't need to concern yourself with that.
Okay, do you have anything to sell? No? Well, both of those options are stupid to me, but I guess I'm here to talk about the attempt on Killian's life is less obvious, because this is, this is what's the word? This is accusing him directly, whereas this is more general.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let's take a hypothetical situation.
Such as?
Well, let's say you did try to kill Killian and your assassin failed. That means you need to get a new one to do the job right.
And let me guess, you're that someone?
Very good. For a price, of course.
Well, how can I trust you?
I'm here, and you need someone from out of town to do your dirty work, right?
All right, we can do this. But you work for me. You better know that nobody ever double-crosses GIzmo and lives to talk about it. You got me?
Of course, but first I need to know why do you want him dead?
That's easy. I want him dead because he cramps my business. So, what are you doing for me?
What? I hope it's the recorder is playing, because this is ridiculous. Like, this is so suspicious that I feel scared to click that, but it seems to imply that this might be the option I need to click to record it. So, let's try it. Worst case scenario, he just attacks me and I will reload. Would you say that again, please? This time in my coat pocket.
You're either real stupid or a real stupid spy. Doesn't matter, because now Izzo's gonna make you real dead.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So, was it running before or not? Like, that's something I don't quite understand. This is locked, right? Because this presumably seemingly does nothing, which is weird. I thought I need to activate it before I get in? But...
What do you want? I'm a busy man. I don't know what you're talking about. Such as? And let me guess. Well, how can I? That's easy. I want him dead because he cramps my business. So, what are you doing for me?
That's why I'm here. He'll be dead before sundown.
Good. Return with the dog tags he wears around his neck as proof. And we never had this conversation. You don't mention this to anyone. No one double-crosses me. No one.
And we'll see about that in a bit. But what I don't get is I don't know if the recorder is even working. It's a bit difficult to tell what with it doing nothing, but I guess the easiest way is to get back to Killian and see if he has, anything to say, or rather if I have anything to say to him.
So, did you get the evidence?
I did.
Which? Bug or tape?
The confession.
Let's hear it. That's the first time I've been happy to hear his voice. Thanks, friend. Now, time for you and me to take care of the other business.
Okay, what do I want? I'll take all the stimpaks that you can spare.
Well, thanks again. Well, listen, I'm gonna take the guards and run Gizmo and his cronies out of town. I could use another gun. You up for it? Might be good for a laugh.
Sure, it'll be worth it just to see him try to walk more than 10 feet.
Go to Lars at the guard station, he'll fill you in. And listen, this town owes you a lot.
Okay. You gain 500 points for securing Gizmo's confession. Okay. You ready to help take down Gizmo? You bet. Let's nail that tub. Alright, let's do it. So it comes down to this, Killian. Well, I never could put up with your stink, and now I'm going to put an end to it. Okay. So let's equip a gun. Now the problem is I have difficulty differentiating who's an enemy here, where for certain he is, and so is he, because that's his bodyguard, right? But apart from that... Oh, frig. Okay. I guess I came unprepared. Which is stupid of me, but... Is Killian dead? I hope not. Obviously that's majorly problematic if he is. Okay, Lars was critically hit in the eyes, causing blindness. I'm kind of almost dead. That's him, he's the bodyguard. Okay, Killian was critically hit. Gizmo was hit and was killed. Okay, so is that it? Thank you for all your help. Here's 500 caps. You're always welcome in Junktown, friend. Okay. I'm just stopping to say hello. You gain 600 experience point for your work in the defeat of Gizmo. May the bastard rest in pieces. Okay. But before I leave this place, there's still the matter of the dog? Well, and there's also the matter of the cannibal doctor, I guess. But the doctor, I cannot confront him, and I cannot rat him out, so I presume... Oh, it's you again. I don't like your style. Oh, I like your style, even if I don't like you. What can I help you with? Nothing. I presume I need to confront the other guy that he's selling the meat to, which is someone in the hub. And maybe I can buy some meat there as well, and a rope, because I'm still looking for a rope to climb down into the vault. I don't have that much time left. Like, I have around 2 months left. And obviously traveling in itself takes a bit of time. So, without further dilly-dallying, let's go to the hub. You stumble across some wrecked cars in the middle of the wasteland. Bob's pre-owned car mart. Okay. This ruined remains of a diesel truck. This hunk of a metal will never move again. You determined that this vehicle will never drive again. Really? I'm Bob. Are you the guy that's selling meat? He was named Bob as well. Welcome to my previously owned car lot. Which one of those beauties interests you today? You must be joking. These cars are all wrecks. But sir, those are the fine examples of motor vehicles. They can't be in working condition. These cars have been given a full 100-point service by our dedicated service department. And where is your service department? It's right over there, sir. The dealer points to nothing. There's nothing over there. What do you mean? They are working on a newly purchased 56 Corvega. An excellent buy, I might add. Okay, whatever you say. Do you have anything to sell, though? You have a bunch of caps. But do I have anything to sell for 62 caps? I somehow don't think so. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. Whatever you say. And we have excellent warranty. You can bring it back to us for any changes as well. The first one is free. What do you say? Throw in a full tank of gas and you have a deal. I'm sorry, we don't have any petrol. Maybe next time. Goodbye. Well, I guess this is literally pointless. This very unlikely sign reads Bob's pre-owned car mart. Okay, can I enter this? No. Well, it was nice meeting you and all that, but I need to be on my way to the hub. Hub Trading Co. Entrance. Old Town, Downtown, the Heights. Water merchants. Oh, maybe I can buy water for the vault? To the south you see a large city. Outlying farms surround the town. There is much life in this desert oasis. You see a caravan driver. Okay. How can I be of service? What is this place? This is the hub. It's the trade center for the wastes. It's the biggest city I know of, and you can find just about anything you could want here. And if you're looking for work, this is the place to be. It seems just about everyone here is looking to hire you for something that may be legal or not. Okay, do you have anything to sell? No. Could you tell me where I could find a water chip? A water chip? Wow, you got me on that one. I've never heard of one of those. Maybe you could check the general store downtown. They might be able to help you. What are all those carts doing here? These are the caravans. We cart goods to just about all the corners of the wastes. Junktown, the Brotherhood, Shady Sands, and numerous other places. Necropolis and the Glow are the only areas we steer clear of. I'm heading this group, and we'll be leaving shortly. The group across the street has just arrived. What is it you trade? Loads of stuff. General stuff people need to live. Food, water, lots of water. Water is probably the scarcest commodity in the wastes. Where could I get a job? You could just about ask anyone here in the hub, or you can check one of the job bulletin boards. There are a few of them around the hub. Definitely more jobs than people here. Okay. A caravan wagon converted from a wrecked remains of an ancient automobile. Okay. I hope we sell everything, caravan driver. You should check at the merchant market if you want a job. We're out of here. Okay. Sorry, we don't need any more guards. Well, let's try getting inside. You should put that thing away. Your weapon, that is. Alright. Keep your nose clean while you're in our city. I'll do my best. Why, hello there, my friend, and welcome to the hub. Let me introduce myself. They call me Dan the Brahmin Man. I wheel and deal with all of the merchants around here and offer my humble services for a low price. Now, what can I do for you? What services do you offer exactly? Why, I manage and care for pretty much all of the caravans, wagons and Brahmin in these parts. If they ever need anything for their caravans, I'm the one they talk to. Hell, the big three deal with me exclusively. Who are the big three? Damn, San, have you been locked up all your life in a cave or something? The big three are the three largest merchant groups in the world. Well, okay, maybe not in the world, but they sure as hell cover a large portion, about as far as the eye can see. Okay, do we have anything to sell? No. How can I join a caravan? Well, I don't have any openings, but you might want to check with the big three. There's a job post in the merchant market that might be of some help to you. That's where they and others get their men. You don't have any openings? Are you a merchant too? Not exactly. I work very closely with most of the smaller merchant groups though, and I know we're not hiring. And so where's this merchant market? Just go straight down this road. It's smack dab in the center of the hub. You cannot miss it. Okay. And that's Dan's wife. I'm sorry, you need to speak to my husband. Well, I already did. Nobody here. And crops. Hello, friend. Deputy Tony Fry at your service. What is this place? Oh, a newcomer. Welcome to the hub. You have reached the biggest city on the coast. Heck, maybe the biggest city in the world for all we know. I thought you were part of the caravan. Did you come in with them? No. That's surprising. It has been pretty rough out there, especially with the missing caravans. But you're safe now. Just stay away from the Maltese Falcon. They are a bunch of troublemakers, Decker and his crew. Who's Decker? He owns the Maltese Falcon in the merchant market, but I wouldn't associate with him if you want to stay out of trouble. He's nothing but a murdering animal, but the sheriff won't let me arrest him without proof. Okay, what was that about missing caravans? It's a tragedy, really. Some caravans have turned up missing. Butch over at the Fargo Traders is offering a reward for information or something. You should check the merchant market if you're interested. Where can I make some money? Why, that would be in the merchant's market, a few miles south of here. The third... No. 2 of the caravan houses are located there. The third is a further down south. I would recommend the Fargo traders. They pay well. They are not too crazy. I have a crime to report, do I? Really? You should talk to the sheriff. I can't leave my post right now. I've got to go to fend off any raiders that might come in. Plus, I'm not very good with reports. Okay. Do you have a hospital? I haven't noticed if you're injured. The children run the hospital next to the water merchants. Go south past the water merchant market and you'll see it just northwest of the water merchants. I hope everything goes okay. Okay, where are the shops? That's hard to miss. It's by far the busiest part of the town. The merchant market is a few miles south of here. You'll be most interested in the northern section. That's where most of our locals buy and sell to the public. Okay. Do you know where I could find a water chip? My Vault's chip malfunctioned, and we need another immediately. Water chip? I have never heard of one. If it has to do with water, though, you should talk with the water merchants. Their headquarters are located further south, past the downtown area. Okay, do you have anything to sell? Well, in fact, you kind of do. Although I'm not interested. Well. I guess that's it for now. Enjoy your stay. Greetings, stranger. Let's continue onwards. Welcome to the hub. Okay, I think this is the door. Visit the Maltese Falcon for refreshing drinks. Okay. Keep moving. I want to report the Iguana Bob that has been eating humans, but I guess first I need to find him. Welcome to my humble house. What can I do for you? What do you do around here? I get by. I hire with the caravans when I'm a little short on cash, and work for the farmers down south a bit. Can I ask you another question? What else would you like to know? What's the law around here? Well, you probably passed Deputy Fry on your way down here. His boss is Sheriff Green, and you'll find him in the police station most of the time. Okay. Where can I find some ammo and weapons? Well, I buy most of my stuff from Beth over in the weapons store. Got a pretty good selection. What would I do if I was looking for something a little more exotic? I've heard there's some guy in the old town that deals in stuff with a little more punch. Okay. But there was also a question about, will mentioning your name help with the price? Probably not. She's sweet on her bodyguard Sid, but you might want to try Butch. He runs the Fargo Traders, which owns her store. Okay, interesting. Could you tell me a little about the hub? It's a sprawling city, the largest I've seen in my life. The center of the town lies to the south, with the other areas branching off in each direction from there. If I was looking for a job, where would be a good place to start? I occasionally do a stint for one of the caravans that head out from here. If you're looking for that kind of work, Just talk to one of the trading houses. I'm partial to the Fargo traders, but I've worked with all of them. Okay, I have anything to sell? No. Oh, thank you for the info. I guess. Is this a toilet? No, it seems to be some kind of a storage. But it's empty anyway, so it was a moot point. There's no one here, so I guess let me just go deeper into the hub. Market, okay. You see the sign of the Crimson Caravan Trading Company. This is the Crimson Caravan. I did some work for them. They do a lot of something. I guess that was Ian talking? I'm not paid to talk. Hey there, how are you doing? The name's Demetri Romara, head of the best damn caravan in the Waste. Are you looking for a job? You don't look very strong at all. But you must be great with guns then, to have survived the outside. Hell, you're probably one mean fighter when the time comes. What is it to you? That's what we're looking for. You like the thrill and the excitement of battle. Bullets flying everywhere, whipping by your head, blowing your enemies in two. Seeing the fear in their eyes, that's the life. You look like the kind of person that could serve us well, and we pay well. Oh yes, we do. We've just had a few new openings, if you are interested. But of course you are, right? Do you know anything about the missing caravans? Not much. I've only lost 2. I really have no idea why they are hitting the Fargo traders more than anyone else. Any suspicions? Whoever is doing this has got one hell of a raiding party. Our caravans are well armed, and you would think that someone would have gotten away by now. They don't leave a trace. Okay, so how much does that job pay? We pay 600 hobo bucks a job. That's each way. Hell, people say we take all the dangerous routes, but they say that we take the most exciting. You need a little excitement in your life, am I right? Of course I am. Well, first, do you have anything to sell? You actually do. Okay. Okay, I don't want to hire myself as a caravan guard yet. No, Bob. Bob? What the hell are you talking about? Well, no skin off my back. Because I really feel like I should probably save the vault first, and then go dilly-dallying around the wasteland. General store. How can I help you today? Well, I'd like to barter. Geiger counter. Motion sensor. Big book of science. Dean's electronics. First aid book. Scout handbook. Psycho. Rope. Super stim pack. Coca-Cola tools. Radio right away. Okay, so I am going to buy some right away. Or later. Oh, well, it's very expensive actually, so crash that. I will buy 2 pieces of rope though. Well, actually, with how cheap it is, I might as well buy it all. Seems like an item that might be useful in many situations. And I think I will buy this book of science. How expensive is it? Pretty expensive. Presumably it might raise my science skill. Okay, and I can fill the rest with caps, right? Flamethrower fuel. Okay, so 10 more. Okay. So let's see what the big book of science actually does. A set of books containing information about different scientific fields. Okay, I can use it. You've learned new information. So I presume my science skill must have increased. But to be honest, I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know what it was before. Oh well, surely I gained something from this. Come here. What you doing in the hub? I'm looking for something that I need. Well, we've got all needs. I might be able to help you with some of them. What sort of needs do you got? I have a need of some information. So you're looking for information, huh? Being a respectable businessman, I've got overhead. So I need a few caps to tell you what you want to know. Now that we've got that straight, what do you want to know about? What do you know about Decker? Well, normally I don't mind selling information, but you're not going to get anything out of Lemmy about Mr. Decker. Okay, how about other things? What else do you want to know? Well, do you sell any items? Well, actually, you kind of do. How much for a flare? Okay, that's probably quicker. You can just write it in. So... what else do you want to know about? Well, actually nothing, cause... I am looking for a water chip, I guess. Anything you know about water chips that you can tell me? So you think I might know a little more about those water chip things, huh? You might be right, but it's going to cost you though. I think 500 bottle caps ought to do it. Well, that's too rich for my blood. Not a problem. If there's anything else you might be interested in, you come to talk to Lemmy first. Okay, I'm not going to pay 500 caps to just talk to him. That seems like a little bit of a demented idea. Okay, let's check this. Ah, now the Maltese Falcon is the place to be. Good music, good drinks and good company. Well, that remains to be seen. I've heard of you. You're the one that took out GIzmo over in Junktown. Killian must have paid you a good sum for that job. Are you here for some work, maybe? What's the job and what does it pay? It's not skag work. You'll need to do it quick and clean. The boss will give you the details, but it's more money than you will make in a month working for the caravans. But only if you're good enough. We don't take kindly to failures, if you know what I mean. Well, tell me, what is it about? I'm sure you're familiar with our sort of business, so let me just say it would be in your best interest to keep it to yourself, shall we?
So, you're looking for a job. How fortunate. I have one that needs doing. Ah, but where are my manners? What's your name?
I'm Matt Black.
Well, the pleasantries are now concluded. Do you wish to hear about the job?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Background. There's a certain merchant who's, how to phrase this, not cooperating fully with the underground.
And the job?
Quite simple. Hunt down the merchant and his wife, and exterminate them.
Wow, his wife as well. I'm not going to do it, but I'm afraid I can't tell him that. Presumably they are going to kill me, because obviously I am a liability. If I don't agree to do it, I shouldn't have known about it in the first place. But still, let's try saying that I can't do it.
I must confess feeling a bit disappointed in you. But these things happen. You will remember, this is confidential. Good day.
I guess they are going to let me leave. Interesting. Do you value your life? Well, I guess I do, but what do you want? Well, what do you have? Oh, just some caps. Nothing. Well, beat it then. Okay. Stand still, laddie. You see a drunk. Okay. So I guess he thought I was moving because, to his perception, I am. You see a very upset gambler. Are you any good at this? Busy? Place your bets. No thanks. It actually doesn't seem to be that efficient of a way of making money. Do you mind? You see a very pretty lady. Get your own room. Okay. I probably should. So there's nothing much here. Oh well. How about this? This is a sign of the Friendly Lending Company. So is this a bank? Mister, this is a respectable establishment. We don't do business with your kind. Go away. But what is my kind exactly? someone's trying to talk to us, aren't we supposed to kill them if they do that? Isn't that a bit overkill? Move along. Okay, I don't quite understand. Why are they so pissed at me? Oh boy, can't you leave me alone? I have enough problems on my hands already. Problems? Maybe I can help you. I don't know. It takes a different caliber of a hero than you. Listen, why don't you come back when you have a little more experience? Okay, that's a rather clear suggestion. Welcome to Bob's Iguana Bits, the family eating place. Can I take your order? Well, actually, yes. Although it's a little bit morbid, because I presume some charred meat. So this is the human, right? This is very clearly not a human. You couldn't disguise human meat to look that much like an iguana, so I guess I will buy this. For the dog in Junktown, maybe it can be persuaded to let the people go, you know, and maybe join with me. If I give him some meat, but obviously I wouldn't, like, despite all of the things I said about cannibalism earlier, it's not that I'm a fan of cannibalism. I'm decidedly not. So if I have a choice of not feeding my dog humans, then I would rather not. Okay. Offer. And now talk. What can you tell me about Decker? Mr. Decker is a distinguished businessman in a less than a distinguished business. Anything else? What kind of business? If there's anything that involves misery and suffering in the hub, Decker either controls it or wants to control it. Anything else? Do you know anything about the missing caravans? Terrible business. Those poor people. Oh, those poor people. Losing their lives in such a ghastly way. Is there anything I can do for you? Like feed you, perhaps? Well, I don't think so, because we need to talk about Doc Morbid and some of your secret ingredient. What are you talking about? Prime Choice Select is made of people. It's made of people. That's again a pop culture reference to something, right? Where does Soylent Green come from again? Because Soylent Green is people is basically a quote from something, either a book or a movie, where they had this nutrition supplement or like basically some kind of a shake, like a nutrition paste that they fed people, and it was called Soylent Green. And one of the revelations in the story later on was that it's made out of corpses, I think. And one of the characters said this: Soylent Green is people. Well, to be honest, I do think people have the right to know, and it's a bit hilarious in a way as well. Although, maybe I should gather more evidence before I report him. Your secret ingredients, how fresh does the corpse have to be before it develops a bitter aftertaste? Do you use mutants, humans, or a mix? Not so loud. I don't need you saying that all over the hub. You know, the police station is just across the street. I really should take a little walk. Wait a minute. we've got to find a way to reach a mutual understanding. Well, to be honest, I'm kind of like that mostly depends on whether they are killing the people to eat them or they are just gathering corpses. But either way, I feel other people should know, you know, before they ingest human meat. So I don't think it's safer to assume that they are killing those people to eat them. And in that case, I'm not going to make a deal with him. So, sorry, no deal. I would change your mind if I were you, friend. People have died for less in the hub. Can I still shout that? Can I still shout that prime choice is people? Because I would very much like to do that. And we need to talk about the secret ingredients. Prime choice select is made of people. It's made of people. Not so loud. Oh, I guess that didn't really do anything. Which is weird. Although, yeah, on the other hand, maybe it isn't so weird. Like, it's probably nobody would care because most people would assume I'm just a crazy person. Just you know, shouting some random gibberish, basically. Bulletin board, okay, potentially interesting. Need work? Go to the Fargo Traders. No, the Fargo Traders are currently filling the following positions. Caravan guards must be in good physical condition and dependable. Special position must be observant and willing to travel in dangerous territory. Own weapons and ammo required. Inquire with Rudger at the Fargo Traders office. Okay. I will eventually. Fargo Traders are the best. Those water misers are responsible, I know it. This is the weapons shop. It's run by Beth. She's good for guns, but better for gossip. Okay. How can I help you? Can I ask you some questions? Of course you can. Don't be silly. What can you tell me about Decker? Now there's someone you don't ever want to mess with. He scares me. He owns the Maltese Falcon. Why did you say it like that? He owns the Maltese Falcon. Sorry, it just reminds me of a friend. He used to own it before him. Decker wanted it really bad, but my friend wouldn't sell. 2 days later they found him dead in the back of an alley of Old Town. Well, why do you think Decker's responsible? My friend was a clean freak. He wouldn't come within 100 yards of Old Town. He was shot with a magnum. No one in Old Town could afford one of those. Plus, he was shot once in the head and twice in the back. Does that sound like a robbery? My friend was just trying to get his life back. Get his life back? You probably don't understand, but most of us look forward to the day when we own our lives, when our lives don't belong to the merchants or the moneylenders. What? So, is she talking about like indentured servitude? Are the water merchants owning people? Like, are the people of the harbors slaves of the merchants? By the virtue of the merchants owning everything in the city? Like, I don't quite understand that. Okay. Is there anything else? Is there any place in town I should avoid? Oh yes, you should stay away from the Maltese Falcon as far away as you possibly can. Decker and his greasy lapdog Kane are bad news. They will eat you alive if you're not careful. I would also give Lorenzo at the friendly lending company a wide berth. Okay, what can you tell me about the other merchant? Well, there are three main merchant groups. There's the water merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo traders. They also run the city council. What do you want to know about? Well, tell me about the water merchants. They are in charge of all of the water. Greedy people. I wouldn't want to work for them. Their pay is the worst, and their jobs are just as bad. Did they always control all of the water? No. From what I've heard, a while back a group of merchants seized control of the water tower and proclaimed that they were the water merchants, and people had to get water from them. The merchant war raged on for years until a man named Roy Green, Justin's grandfather, that's it, helped to negotiate an agreement that ended the war. What kind of agreement? While he set up the city council and set up a limit on the price of water, personally I think they should have just beat the tar out of them. Oh, sorry, I mean that they should have showed them who's boss. Okay, another question about the merchants? How about the Crimson Caravan? The Crimson Caravan is a bunch of crazy people. They will do any job, no matter what the risk. I'm surprised they aren't missing more caravans than they are. They're missing caravans too? Actually, all the merchants have had a few caravans disappear. The Fargo traders are just unlucky, I suppose. How risky are the jobs that they are doing? They will pass right through the area known to be attacked by raiders. They charge a lot, so they hire extra hands. The pay is great, but you have to be alive to spend it, right? Okay. Well, what about the Fargo traders? The Fargo traders pay well, and the jobs aren't too deadly. Butch owns the shop. A good man. They're fair and let me do as I please with the place. I like working with them. Plus, you get a discount on anything you buy here if you work for Butch. Okay, what about the city council? There are 6 representatives, 2 of each from the main merchant groups. Everything needs at least 4 votes to be passed. They can never agree on anything. Okay. However, there was an option to ask more questions, right? Yeah, more questions. Have you heard any good rumors? No, that's all. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? Yes. How does one make money around here? Well, I'm not hiring, but there's a job in the center of the merchant market. There's a job post you might want to check out. Okay, what do you sell apart from presumably guns and ammunition? Well, you have a lot of caps. But to be honest, I don't have that much to sell at the moment, so I guess I'm just going to walk away for now. Okay, this is the police station. I don't think I can actually explore any of those buildings. Yeah, I think it's mostly for decoration rather than actually exploring it, because the camera doesn't scroll further. Okay, let's visit the police station and report the cannibal. Hello, sir. The name's Justin Green. I am the sheriff of this fine city. What can I do for you? I have a crime to report. Well, spit it out. What? Why can't I tell him about the cannibal? Well, sorry, I can't tell you. I'd be dead in regards to this. I'm just curious what he will say to it. I can't tell you I would be dead. We couldn't have that, but if you ever change your mind, please let me know. It's a dangerous place out there, and someone has to stand for what is right. Yeah, but I actually want to, stand for what is right or whatever, but I can't report this guy? I need to talk about your secret ingredient. I found an invoice for dead bodies. I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't appreciate your slander. I suggest you don't show up your face in here again. You've got a lot of nerve showing your face around here. Get lost. Well, but how do I report him? I have a crime to report. Okay, that's kinda weird, how I can't tell him about the cannibal. But Decker has tried to hire me to kill some merchant and his wife. You're kidding. Well, did he ask you personally? Yes, he did. Excellent. I have already heard from other sources about his plan. You're the final confirmation I needed to take action against him. This is going to be rough, and I can use any help I can get. I can pay you 1300 scripts, 300 now, and the rest when we're all done. Sure, let's try it. Here's the first part of your payment. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Okay, I should probably equip a gun. But I also feel like this episode has been long enough. So I'm going to deal with, well, try to deal with Decker next time. I doubt it's going to be as easy. In fact, I wouldn't be very surprised if it turned out that this guy works for Decker as well. Because obviously, it's very common for powerful crime organizations to have their own people in the police force. And Decker does not strike me as the kind of person who would be outwitted as easily. So, well, I guess we'll see about that, but I am going to figure it out next time, try confronting him and see what happens. For now, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!